Hello, good morning, everybody. We will start a new topic. This is operation management. So, screen share, this one. In this lecture, lecture 7, operation management, we will discuss two units. One is called production of goods and services. Goods, you produce something which is tangible, like a meal, like fruit and vegetable. Uh, these are goods, and services like university, hospital, airport. And next unit will be the cost, scale of production, and break-even analysis. So these two units we will discuss in this lecture. And again, there will be two parts of this lecture, lecture 7, A and B. In lecture 7A, learning outcome will be to define the term productivity, explain the benefit of increasing productivity, and next one is how new technologies have changed the production methods. So these are the three learning outcome of part A, lecture 7. Competitive business combines these inputs of resources into output. So business is a system, and a system has input and system has output. So like engineering. So in input, the business uses a land, labor, capital, finance, enterprise, business idea, and process these input into two kinds of output, either is goods or is services. In teaching, we have students, we have classes, we have teachers, we have books, we have classrooms. So these are the inputs and finance, and we have this university as a system, and output is the graduate with knowledge and certificate and with graduate attributes. Operation, converting raw material, which is input, into finished product, into output, is called operation. So operation manager have three more subordinates. It is a factory manager, which is responsible for quality and quantity control. And there's another purchase manager, procurement, raw material and equipment purchasing, and research and development department for designing and testing of new products or improvement. Next one, operational productivity. This is a very useful term. Productivity, how the business operation can measure its efficiency. And productivity is a quantity output divided by quantity of input, output over input. So this is productivity. How much unit they have produced using how much material. And actually, this also tells you the wastage. Labor productivity measure the output over a given period by number of employees. So is number of labor productivity is output in a given period of time, maybe 1 month or 1 year, divided by total employees. So per unit, how many employees have been utilized? So this is labor productivity. And first, productivity higher is better. In second, labor productivity is higher is better. So for efficient employee, output per employee rises and the cost of production falls. Business become more competitive. Increasing productivity. ways to increase productivity. How can we increase productivity of a business? By improving the layout of machines, how the machines are sitting uh, in the space. Reducing waste time. This is one thing. Number two, improving labor skill by training them. So there should be less wastage of time. And introducing automation, introducing technology which can do work automatically. So these are the three things with which we can increase the productivity of our business. If we do this one, what are the benefits? Benefit of increasing productivity or increasing the efficiency of the business. What are the benefit? Increase in output. If productivity is high, there will be more products, units being produced. Reducing the cost per unit. So cost will be reduced because of the less wastage. A few workers needed because of the technology and automation. Few workers are needed, a lead to reduction in the cost. Few workers, there's less wages, less salary is being given to the worker. A less salary in total is given to the worker. Higher wages for worker, increasing their motivation level, but you have less amount of worker and you are spending less in wages. That means you have fewer amount of workers, but their wages is higher. So like instead of one factory where 100 workers are working, you use technology and now there are only 10 workers are working. So you have reduced from 100 to 10. So 90 workers have been replaced by the technology. So you are saving the salary of 90 workers. So increasing productivity. So this is the summary of increasing productivity. If you start from left top corner, so improved quality control. So if you have increasing the productivity, you have to improve the quality control. Assurance to reduce the wastage. So wastage has to be reduced. You have to improve employee motivation. You have to motivate your employees. And you have to introduce new technology. By introducing new technology, you will be eco-friendly and you will be higher in efficiency. Next, improve your inventory control. You have to improve your list of what you have got in your store and what you haven't got. This is called inventory. Train staff to be more efficient. So train your staff with the aim that they should be working more in less time and with zero wastage. And use machine instead of people to do the job. So machines is more preferable than people because wages is the most expensive part of the cost. Increasing productivity. This is a activity. So Batter Baker produce cakes for local supermarket. It has readily increased the number of workers it employs. The owner Benson think this has been good for the business as output has increased. So this is year-wise, and this is number of output cakes. As 12, 13, 14 cakes, number of cakes are increasing and number of workers are also increasing. So output per worker. So output, this is column 2, this is column 3. Column 3 divided by column 2 divided by column 3, this will be your answer. So this one. So suggest how the owner Benson could increase the productivity of the battery by introducing technology. Can Benson measure the output of his office workers? It's slightly difficult but this is also a part of the whole business. So that will be maybe from different parameter or from the same parameter. Why business hold inventory? So this is a question. The business always have enough inventory to satisfy demands. So inventory must be carefully controlled, because when you this is the time and this is the inventory. On time is along x-axis and inventory is on y-axis. At this point, when the time is 0, inventory is full, and when time passes, you are consuming the raw material and it reaches the midpoint, and this is minimum and this is maximum. Minimum mean that it will disrupt your machines. You have to stop the machines. In order to work, all the machines should be working. This is the minimum level. Okay. So when it at the 0, when it starts, and at the midpoint, you have to order the raw material, and it will take some time. And when it reaches the minimum, you have the new supply ready, and it will become maximum again. So from midpoint to minimum, it is called a lead time. The time taken for the good order to be delivered, this is the lead time. So this is top one is called maximum inventory level, and bottom one is called minimum or buffer inventory level, and in the middle is called recorder level. So you have to record and you have to order. So this is very important concept. Lean production. Lean production is a variety of techniques used to cut down waste and increase the efficiency. This is to cut down activity which do not add value to the customer. Overproduction, waiting time, transportation, extra transportation, unnecessary inventory. So these are all wastage. Motion of movement of equipment or products. Overprocessing that is not valued by the customer. Defects, which is output which is not acceptable by customer. So these are the, and next one is the lean production. So this is example of on the top one is 1, 2, 3, and then it goes like a circle, and then it not have a steady flow. It should be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out. So this is lean production. Not top, not this. That's the bottom one is lean production. Benefit of lean production: costs are reduced. So less storage space for raw materials is required. Quicker production, better use of equipment, no need of repair of defect, because they are not defects. There are very few defects. Cutting out some processes, speeding up the production rate, improve health and safety, less injuries, consequently less money spent on inventory. So these are the benefits of lean production. Methods of lean production: this is Kaizen. Kaizen is continuous improvement. Improvement not only in the technology, but through the idea of a worker to improve themselves. So everybody is thinking of improvement. And this is called Kaizen. And this is one topic of lean production. Number 2 is just-in-time inventory. Control raw material or component are delivered just in time to be used in production line. And number 3 is cell production, where each production line is divided into separate unit, each line making identifiable parts. So there are cell production. Within this one, there are many production. In a Toyota, there's a car and a truck and others are being produced. So production methods, job production, when you're producing only one unit, this is a bakery. Batch production, where you are making many biscuits, and flow production, when you're producing a large number in a flow. Economy, diseconomy of scale. Diseconomy of scale, economy of scale, large scale, large, very large, and diseconomy, reducing it. It is possible to a business to become very large. Research says that large businesses are less efficient because of higher cost, average cost, and is called diseconomies of scale. And why is that? Because of the poor communication, lower morale, and slow decision-making process. So that is why the big businesses, multinational businesses, are less efficient, and this is called diseconomies of scale. Effect of technology is these are the effects. If you have these things, there will be effect. Automation have effect, mechanization, CAD, CAM, CIM, computer integrated manufacturing, EPOS, which is very important, electronic fund transfer at a point of sale. So these are the technology and this effect. So that's it. That's the part 1 of lecture 7. So in this one, we have defined productivity, we have discussed the benefit of increasing productivity, and we have discussed that what is the role of new technology and how it has changed the production method from job, from batch, from flow. You need technology. Thank you very much. See you again.